A big part of our work at the Sikh Coalition is to build long-lasting and deep relationships with local communities across the country. It is really our opportunity to meet them where they are so that we can work with them to move the needle on social justice. We can work with them to build leadership capacity at the local level, and we can really work with them so that the Sangat has a voice and they're able to express that voice at multiple levels within the community. Our work in Michigan is a fantastic example of how we've been very fortunate to work with the Sangat and have the opportunity to work on multiple projects to have a lasting impact.
When the Michigan Department of Education released a draft of the K-12 Social Studies Standards for review in March 2019, it incorrectly described Sikhism as a blend of other religions and not as an independent religious tradition in one section, and fully excluded Sikhism from the list of world religions in another. In response, the Sikh Coalition worked with the Michigan Sangat to mobilize community members and gurdwaras to advocate for the accurate inclusion of Sikhism.
Sikh Coalition had done that work in advance. They knew the issue, but they just didn't have a person on the ground here in Michigan. So I think that's that partnership between Sikh Co and kind of the Sangat, if you want to call us, or the community, right? That we're physically here, but we don't have the wherewithal to, we don't have our eyes on all media. We don't have our eyes on all things that are going on in different parts of the community, the world, state standards in this case.
Over 400 Sikh community members took direct action, asking the Michigan Department of Education to make corrections in the draft social studies standards. 12 Michigan Gurdwaras signed on to a letter requesting members of the State Standards Writing Committee to make changes to the proposed standards.
We had, people from all over Michigan come to Lansing, including kids who spoke and adults, older people. So it was really a good group of people. Really nice to see, that Sikh Coalition was able to, they have so many contacts that they were able to bring us all together all over Michigan, not just in the Southeast area.
And ultimately, we were able to pass standards that reflected the changes we want, which was really exciting. So Michigan became one in a long line of states that includes community reflective standards.
In July of 2019, our team went to several gurdwaras in the Detroit region, such as Rochester Hills Gurdwara, Plymouth Gurdwara, to share our resources and also inform Sangats about how we can provide them support. We spoke with over 50 school children and their families in the Sangat and made them familiar about our bullying work and how we can help them in such situations.
These resources for the school education and presentation, they're still there. They're still available. I tell my, daughter-in-law, and she's got 2 little kids, and she says, "Hanji, Mummy, I'll go on there, and things. There are like so many other little things, and these are little kids who get to, see stories about Sikh children. They get, presented by presenters, and they get talked to by these presenters, and they have an awe for Sikhism now."
In November of 2019, the Sikh Coalition helped communities across the United States host open houses to commemorate the 550th Gurab of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the founder of Sikhism. Sangats in Michigan joined 30 other Sangats across the country to host open houses in their Sangats and welcome the larger community to get to know more about Guru Nanak Dev Ji and to get to know more about Sikhi.
But having a special divan for them where it's explained more in English and things and all, having some, having local leaders there, so that we are making those grassroots connections with our local leaders.
We don't really know what specific challenges are going to arise for a given Sangat, and we really hope none too. But that's why we're continuing to do all the work we did in Michigan, plus more recent efforts around things like voter registration, pandemic-related support, and media engagement in Sangats across the country. Our goal really is to find out what we can do to help Gurdwaras in every state build community power. In the meantime, we hope that Sangats know that they can count on us to support them with resources, with materials and information that helps them raise awareness about who they are and the faith that they follow and the community that we all belong to.